I hope you all had a Merry Christmas or a Happy Holiday, depending on what you celebrate. I've come up with one present I will be giving every NBA team this holiday season. For some teams, no amount of presents I can create can help save or fix them, but I tried my best. My present to the Sacramento Kings can only be one thing, and that is a brand new defense, as this defense is generationally bad, as they quite literally could not stop a G League team from scoring 120 points right now. Yes, that's an exaggeration. One of the teams that needs more fixing than one Christmas can provide is the league worst Washington Wizards. This Christmas, I am going to give them the present of a Kyle Kuzma trade, as they really need to move off of his contract and allow their young wings to play. Even after a Christmas Day win, the Los Angeles Lakers still need reliable two-way guards that can help LeBron and AD on both ends. So my present to them would be multiple two-way guards that can play on and off the ball. With a long-awaited rebuild around the corner, I believe the best present I can give the Chicago Bulls would be in their returns for their soon-to-be traded players, a package surrounding expiring contracts and draft capital for each player. That includes Zach LaVine and Nikola Vucevic, among other names. Seeing how dominant a healthy Giannis, Dame, and Chris Middleton are, I think there would be no present better than a healthy postseason for the Milwaukee Bucks, as they have not had one of those since, 2021 when they won it all. Playing your starters 40 minutes a game in the NBA is not really a viable option if you want your team to stay healthy come postseason time, so my gift to the New York Knicks is simply put less minutes to their starters in hopes for a long, healthy postseason, as this team will be a very tough matchup for almost every team in the NBA come playoff time if they stay healthy. One of the best surprises of the year has been the Atlanta Hawks, as they have had a bunch of young players show us that they are ready to take big roles right now and in the future. One thing that must happen in order for that to stay successful and sustainable will be financial flexibility. So I am gifting them financial flexibility and hopes they clear money. I don't know where to start with the Warriors when it comes to correcting issues, as there are too many things to talk about. I would say they need at least 3 presents to salvage their season, but my gift for them, considering everything, would be star power and size, as they do not have the size to compete in the West right now, and outside of Curry, they do not have any star power to help them score nor lead them to wins, which is major. The 1 seed last year and the 1 seed this year in the Wild West is the young OKC Thunder team that is not going anywhere, especially if they stay healthy. My gift to them is simply going to be no injuries, as if they are healthy, I doubt many teams can compete with them. The Denver Nuggets have been hot of late. I may still be a disbeliever though, but after giving them my present, maybe I would have some confidence in the MVP frontrunners team, as my present to them would be a Michael Porter Jr. trade that lands them quality two-way players that can help with their depth issues. Life can't get much better after winning an NBA championship, so how is a repeat as my gift to the Celtics? Right now, the Celtics may be the favorites, but the 1 seed in the East is the Cleveland Cavaliers, as they have gotten off to a burning hot start to their 2025 campaign. The talent of this team has never been a question on paper, but 2 years ago, the lights were clearly too bright, and now that they have a target on their back and will match up with other talented teams on the big stage, the lights will be a factor into what they can do in the postseason. So I gift them a pair of sunglasses to prevent the team from underperforming under the spotlight again, because realistically, on paper, their talent makes them the third best team in the Eastern Conference, and if they have an embarrassing showing again in the postseason, it's clearly going to be because the lights are too bright. After last year's injury-riddled fluke of a season, the Memphis Grizzlies are back atop the Western Conference, but one limitation they still have is true size, as the starting center spot is a weakness for the team. They need a physical presence in the interior that can defend and complement Triple J in the front court, and there is one player who is perfect. So the perfect gift to the Grizzlies is Jakob Poeltl, and that is my present to them. A massive trade right before the start of the year has made the Minnesota Timberwolves as a whole fall off completely. Well, not completely. They're still in the playoff picture, but the defense is finally figuring itself out, which is a good sign, but the team's offense is still a disaster, and because of that, I have to gift the team offensive chemistry because, the offense, again, is atrocious and a disaster. The Houston Rockets cannot shoot the basketball from 3 consistently enough to win on the big stage right now, but an even more glaring limitation of this team is their perimeter shot creation. As it stands now, Jalen Green is the only player that can truly create on the perimeter and shoot the ball, and he is not a real 1 or 2 option, so to make Christmas magical for the Houston Rockets, I'm going to gift them a superstar level guard to fix this issue. With the Spurs being on the rise and trade rumors about a potential superstar guard being available in Sacramento growing, my gift to the Spurs is for the Kings to continue to disappoint so a De'Aaron Fox and Victor Wembanyama duo can come to San Antonio. Seeing how valued Cameron Johnson is across the league, I think the best Christmas present to the Brooklyn Nets would be a superstar level package return for him at the deadline, even though he's not a superstar. The Charlotte Hornets have a lot of issues, but if they were to solidify their starting center of the future, whether that player is already on the team or they trade for one, the whole trajectory of the team could change. So my gift for LaMelo and the Hornets is the emergence of their center of the future. After a trip to the NBA Finals, the Dallas Mavericks looked to correct one major flaw in their team that led to them losing in the finals, and now that they did that in the offseason, I gift the team a correction of their playoff shooting woes. The Indiana Pacers have been disappointing so far this year, and a large reason for it is the question mark at the small forward position. They need a true 3-and-D player there, and although Cameron Johnson isn't the best defender, his fit on this team is too perfect, and I gift him to the Pacers. Piston fans have had a joy this year as Cade Cunningham plays like an MVP, but one question still looms. Who is his future co-star number 2 option? Hopefully they find my present under the tree that gifts them the co-star's emergence in 2025. Christmas miracles are always talked about this time of year, and if my gift of a healthy Kawhi is anything, it is certainly a Christmas miracle. I'm not here to work miracles or, well, impossible things, but this is by far the best gift anyone could give the Clippers this Christmas. Jimmy Butler's apparent trade request was an amazing gift for us as NBA fans on Christmas. Well, maybe not Heat fans, but as I am trying to make Santa's nice list, my gift to the Heat would be that someone overpays for Jimmy Butler, and the Heat get a huge trade return that is almost laughable and makes their trade partner look foolish. I will be regifting that to the Jazz with former All-Star Lauri Markkanen, as he has been one of the most disappointing players of the year, and it is clear that he should not be in Utah anymore. Sitting at 5-25, it is clear that the New Orleans Pelicans have a lot of decisions to make on their team's future, as the team was built with a goal to compete, but they are doing anything but that right now. So as my gift, I will make sure that the Pelicans figure out their direction, whether they continue to go all in or if they tear it down and rebuild. My vote is personally for a rebuild. Being 19-12 despite missing your 2 best players virtually all year is something that is not being talked about enough. The Orlando Magic have been an amazing team to watch all year because of it, and if there is anything I can gift them outside of health, it is without a doubt the ability to shoot the 3 ball, and that is my gift to them. The Toronto Raptors may only have 7 wins on the season. However, they have had one of the best duos all season in RJ Barrett and Scotty Barnes. So my gift is that these 2 players' play so far this year is no fluke, and that they will become the next all-star wing duo in the East. There is finally some optimism about the 76ers, but all that does not matter unless they are healthy. So why don't you just take a guess at what their present is? With the trade deadline quickly approaching, the Portland Trail Blazers' name will be back into the media spotlight. I want to gift them overpaid packages for Jeremy Grant, Robert Williams, and DeAndre Ayton this year. And finally, my team, the Phoenix Suns. As much as I want to say replace Bradley Beal, I am not too worried about that. The player I want us to replace is Jusuf Nurkic, and if we can trade for his replacement, I believe that is the best Christmas present me as a Suns fan and the Suns as a team can get this Christmas. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. Comment down below what you would gift your favorite team if you were Santa Claus this Christmas. As I said, I'm a Suns fan. I want a Jusuf Nurkic trade, and I want us to get his replacement in return. I do have 2 names that are very wishful thinking, Jakob Poeltl and Nikola Vucevic. Preferably Jakob Poeltl, if I'm being honest, but I don't think we have enough assets to land them. But that's besides the point. If y'all want to check out my weekly recap in case you missed it, click on the video that discusses Victor Wembanyama, has Victor Wembanyama and the Spurs in the thumbnail. I think you'll be interested to see what I got to say in that weekly recap specifically about the Spurs. If you want to watch last week's Friday video, it is the best trade for every NBA team right now. Y'all stay safe. Have a good one. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye.